Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Siacoin. So if you don't know what SC or Siacoin is, we'll talk about that in just a second. But I do want to talk about the price first, and then jump into some overviews of what Siacoin does and why it's so important, and then jump back into the price predictions for April, May, and 2021. So Siacoin SC is a coin that has done massive things in the last 24 hours. We saw it go to a 32.48% increase in the last 24 hours alone. Obviously, this doesn't even include our 0.0586 and our 0.0629 that we saw. Obviously, this is going to be our new all-time high of 0.0629, very close to 7 cents. We saw that right around April 17th at 4 a.m. We saw a massive increase. Obviously, anytime you have a massive increase like this, you are going to see some dips happen, and that is what we are currently doing, is dipping or correcting, hopefully finding a stabilization around that 0.05 range. If we find a stabilization around 0.05, that'd be a whole cent up from our previous stabilization, April 16th. So that would be a massive increase for us, and most people would be very happy with that whole penny increase in one day for stabilizations. And if we can continue on this path, we will see the market cap continue to pretty much explode. We see it right now at $2.5 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours being that $2.7 billion, and the circulating supply being 47.5 billion SC. This is a very similar coin to Filecoin. It's kind of a competitor in some ways. Obviously, there's differences, but for the most part, SIA is a competitor to Filecoin. There's a lot of pros and cons to SIA, but we're going to talk mostly about what SIA does and why it's so important. So Siacoin is a cryptocurrency that powers the SIA network, a decentralized cloud storage system that lets anyone rent out spare hard drive space or utilize other people's spare hard drive space to store files. If you guys followed Filecoin even a little bit recently, you saw the massive increase it took, and I think Siacoin is going to have massive increases in the future. I don't think this was our only massive increase. I think there's many to come in 2021. If we take a look at Siacoin, the actual website itself, there's a lot to actually review. So first, we'll actually take a look at Reddit. So surprisingly enough, Reddit has worded this pretty well. When I was taking a look at the Reddit to see if there's any big news in Siacoin, I was kind of researching obviously everywhere. I checked Twitter, Reddit, and a couple different article sites as well. So nothing too crazy with Siacoin recently, besides everyone obviously yelling and screaming about the Skynet and the new information on really what they're trying to accomplish at SIA. So, guys, people are looking at SIA as an alternative to Google Cloud. That's a good thing, right? Question mark. Well, forget good. That's perfect for SIA. This is the exact same reason I actually believe in SIA as a project and don't only see it as a moneymaker. There's a great idea and community behind it. Obviously, a lot of people understand that this is a community that, SIA actually does have a very awesome community. I've talked with a lot of community members, understanding that SIA is more than just a moneymaker. It's a vision for a lot of these people. Just adding it doesn't just store files. You can now host apps on Skynet. This is an entire app store. So that is a very cool concept. Obviously, the idea that you can now store apps on the Skynet, more of an app store type of scenario. Obviously, this is not as well known as, we do have two community members actually say that. Did not know that. Wait, what? How? So yeah, this is a thing that is taking place. Just not very many people know how to utilize that yet. As we get farther into Siacoin, I think we will see a lot of people jumping into the Skynet and understanding that this is a massive potential for a lot of people to make a lot of money, as well as find a very good use and utility on something like Siacoin. So let's take a look at the actual website itself. So we do see decentralized storage for the post-cloud world. SIA is the leading decentralized cloud storage platform. No signups, no servers, no trusted third parties. SIA leverages blockchain technology to create a data storage marketplace that is more robust and more affordable than traditional cloud storage providers. So you can actually download it right now, and there's a lot on this website that we're not going to talk about, so make sure to go to sia.tech if you want to learn more about it before investing. Obviously, remember, do your own research before investing in coins, because obviously I'm not a financial advisor. I'll never give financial advice, so you're going to want to do your own research as well. So 3.4 PB storage capacity. We have 493 storage providers, 617 terabytes used storage, and 1.2 million downloads. So completely private. So if you guys don't, want your stuff out there, to where people can just scour through it and, kind of like our current, unfortunately, centralized storage bases. This is a decentralized storage that really does completely take on that decentralized storage base idea. And it has far more affordability as well. Highly redundant is what they like to say, and then open source as well, and marketplace on blockchain. Using the SIA blockchain, SIA creates a decentralized storage marketplace in which storage providers compete for your business, which leads to the lowest possible prices. Obviously, capitalism there taking place. Renters pay using Siacoin, which can also be mined and traded. They talk about 798 or 700 7,980 commits and 458 forks, 39 releases, 48 contributors. Obviously, a lot going on with SIA. We'll continue to see more and more people jump into SIA as a storage holder as well as a storage provider. So we're going to see a lot more people jumping into SIA, I believe, for sure. We take a look at the technology. We're not going to go too deep into this, as you can always take a look yourself on SIA.tech. But files are divided prior to upload. They talk about each file segment is encrypted. Files are sent to hosts using smart contracts, and then renters and hosts pay with Siacoin. Contracts renew over time. Hosts submit storage proofs. And it's just a very, very cool concept of, obviously technology today is getting better and better. And they do have the Skynet is very, very new. If you go to siasky.net, you can see that decentralized internet for a free future. So Skynet is a content and application hosting platform bringing decentralized storage to users, creators, and app developers. Obviously, this is what they were talking about, going back to this Reddit post, talking about really there's an entire app store involved in this YouTube video. So, or sorry, not YouTube. I don't even know what I just said. This is the entire app store, involved in SIA. So it's a very, very cool concept. But really, altogether, Siacoin, like I said, a very, very high potential. And we're going to jump right into our price predictions for April, May in 2021 before we get too caught up in the technology and all the information available to you guys on that website. So let's give it a quick refresh, get a very recent price point for us, 0.0513 right now. We are still dipping just a little bit, but we did have a nice little increase here to make the stabilization more possible than it was prior. If we would have continued on this downtrend without an increase, we could have maybe saw it go all the way down to that 0.04. And this is something to watch out for. If we go all the way to that 0.04, we still have a massive future for Siacoin. However, it's not going to be good. I think, jumping to a 0.05, if we could stabilize here around this 0.05, we're going to be much happier with our results in April, May, and 2021. This is a massive time to really take a look and see, do people believe in Siacoin long term? Are they taking all their money out trying to take their profits because they think this is a massive increase they want to take advantage of? Obviously, there are short-term buyers that are trying to sell at a high and buy lower. But for the most part, Siacoin, I think we are going to see a lot of increases. Therefore, in April, I think we see Siacoin right back to its new all-time high, right above that 0.06 to about a 0.065. I think that's definitely a possibility. And then stabilizing at our previous all-time high at that 0.0629. I think that's definitely a very reasonable price prediction for April. Do remember, guys, I like to keep my price predictions as reasonable, realistic, and like I always tell you guys, conservative as possible, because there are so many people doing this 100x for every coin. Unfortunately, not every coin is going to be 100x. There's coins that'll be like 10 to 20, 30x. And the people will say, obviously, 1,000x. No, unfortunately, this is not a coin that is going to be a 1,000x. Siacoin is not going to be a 1,000x at this price point in this market cap, at least not anytime soon. So let's talk about more where Siacoin is going to realistically be. Going into May, I think we will continue to see Siacoin rise. Obviously, we have that new all-time high in April. I think Siacoin will easily make a new all-time high in May, making its way closer to 10 to 12 cents. Siacoin is on the right direction with these most recent increases. Obviously, a lot of people involved in liking the idea of decentralized file sharing or file storage, I should say. So because of that, people are interested in Siacoin. We are going to see, like I said, 10 to 12 cents is a new all-time high in May for sure. I think 12 cents being that all-time high and about 10 to 11 cents being a reasonable price prediction for a good stable spot for SIA to jump into June with. Going into 2021, though, I do see a SIA on the rise for sure. I think we will see it continue to rise, and therefore by the end of the year, I think we'll be right around 85 cents. Possibly 80 to 85 cents. I think that's going to be a realistic prediction. That's possible. Do remember that is quite a ways away. So there could be a lot of updates and projects coming before then. I'm just hoping, Siacoin continues on this path of providing good quality utility token. Really just projects and updates coming, hopefully continue to up this price as well. We do have, some people thinking that Coinbase is going to be providing Siacoin on the Coinbase marketplace itself. And if that happens, I am kind of going with that does happen in maybe June, July, August. And if that does take place, I think we will see Siacoin easily reach that 80, 85 cent mark by the end of the year. We will continue to watch this, keep it updated on Siacoin. So if you guys do like Siacoin, make sure to subscribe, as I can't talk. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I really do appreciate it, guys. Leave a comment if you guys haven't talked about SIA before, if you just liked what you heard about Sia, or is it something you want to invest in? It does look like it's available on Binance.com if you want to invest. That is probably one of the safest ways to do so. I think there's probably a ton of different places you can go and get this exchanged for, but Siacoin is mostly on Binance.com. It's definitely at a reasonable price right now. Make sure to add it to your watch list at the very least. Wait for a dip at the very least, and it's definitely something to take it. Like I said, keep an eye on. I think we will see it jump right back down to about a 0.05. So if you want to wait a little bit, that's perfectly fine. Do what you guys think. And like I always tell you guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.